Welcome to a warm, sunny, and windy day here at the Willow Springs International Raceway for race number 2 of the Toyota Southwest Superlate Series on this beautiful road course, one of the fastest road courses ever in the world. Jeffrey Best, how are you today so far?
Tommy, you mentioned it. Wind is a huge factor in here, and with the speeds these guys are running, as you see the field coming up through the hill, it's going to continue to be a factor. It's been hot, and we have a very interesting final 5 laps of this race. But hey, let's talk about what's led us up to this point.
Absolutely, a lot of action and a lot of attrition has led us up to this race. Unfortunately, there were some power issues. We weren't able to film the first bit of the race, but hey, I think we got it set for the last bit.
I think we have the right amount of power. Let's go really quickly through the rundown, Tommy.
Andrew Muscanel and that number 22 on his outside, the 29, Corey Fancy.
You see Andrew Porter there in the number 7 machine, and behind him Dana Moore, as well as the 63 Gail Chase. And notice the 47 Whitson in there, but Bear Resnowicki starting a little bit farther in the pack. He had trouble in the first segment.
That's very true. It's been a rough race for some of these guys, a rough day for most of them.
And I want to talk a little bit about this. Gail Chase in 63, he had a tire go down, had to pit. The 95.
Excuse us, by the way. The shakiness is purely
the wind. The wind. Yeah, you see it here. But the number 95 machine also had a flat tire, but his team did not have a spare tire ready to go. The 63 team did. Their biggest competitors against each other, and their team not only gave them the tire, but installed it themselves.
Yeah,
great sportsmanship.
From what I heard, they pulled up to the pit area and had nothing to replace it with. So, just like you said, you said Tom Whitson, Bear Resnowicki. Behind him is the number 70 Greg Austin, Steve Hamilton, Gary Dion, and Chuck Craddock.
Now we need to talk about the number 7 machine. Dominant in the first part of this race. No one could touch him. Watch for that 7 machine to make a run for the money. The 95 is now back up.
And it's fun how mixed up it is. The pace car off the track.
And we know Fancy's not going to give this one up easily.
He is very, very exciting.
Here we go, Tommy, getting ready for the restart. 5 laps to go.
Green is in the air. The cars are underway. Down the long straightaway into turn number 1. It's going to be a shootout. The whole shot like motocross. Who's it going to be? Fancy on the outside, taking the lead in turn 1.
You see Chase and Porter battling out for third. Porter's going to get the advantage, now making work on Muscanel.
He's going to the inside. That's opposite what you want to do, but he makes the pass. Muscanel seems to be off the pace a little bit. Something's going on with that machine.
Yeah, that 22 machine definitely not with the power, but you see
down the straightaway they come.
Your current leader, Fancy, being chased down by Porter, who we talked about, really looking for redemption after his first few races. Yeehaw! Here we go up the hill.
This hill is always exciting, especially that left-hander going into the right. You kind of want to set yourself up that way, but you can easily get into the dirt.
Watching Chase and Resnowicki battle it out for the 3rd spot.
Sorry, I forgot to close the outhouse door.
It's okay, you always do. Here comes Resnowicki, though.
This is an interesting one, and like we know, it's a mixed bag as far as that restart was. A lot of heavy hitters mixed throughout that field, and it's go time. Look at the lead Fancy has over Porter.
He drifts up though. Look at Porter's run through the middle of the turn. Here comes the 7 machine.
And then out of the big turn 9, down the front straightaway, Porter with the run.
Porter has it right now. He's
Bear
trying to
with the run
in.
behind.
Bear Resnowicki battling for 3rd. Porter going for the lead.
Down into turn 1. They're going to downshift. Porter almost getting into the back of Fancy.
Remember the finish we had in the first race?
Yep, I know what you're going with.
Yes, and we got to keep an eye on everything here. Resnowicki now your 3rd place sitter, passing the guy who helped him get a new tire. Here comes Porter on Fancy. We are battling for the lead, and you see battles throughout this pack. Moore ahead of Whitson, and it's good racing.
Absolutely, racing all over this track. Competition's very well. O'Connell having problems during the day in that number 59 machine.
Yeah.
He's not able to race this one. Esau as well. You would see both of them up front here in this one, but mechanical issues earlier in the day, not able to start the race.
Also want to give out a shout out to Devin Hayes. He was going to be racing, but couldn't make it out because
the fires. Yeah, firemen.
So he's doing his duty and firing the fighters.
And of course, he pulls up to the track, unloads, gets ready to qualify, and the phone call. So But look at this run that Bear has. He's catching up to Porter.
It looks like we're going to have a 3-car run for this win right now. Porter, again, he seems to be better through turn 9 than Fancy, but Fancy able to pull on the front straightaway.
Fancy goes out wide, and then Diamond cuts it real close there.
Oh, Porter! Had to hold on to it. Do you think this guy's trying?
Oh, you know it. And interesting enough,
3 laps to go.
Yeah, here comes Bear with a run. He ran away from Gil Chase in that number 63 machine. 3 cars, 3 laps. It's a shootout here on the road course.
Fancy still holding it. Porter in second. Resnowicki said there in the 3rd spot. It looked like Porter may have gone off track just a little bit.
He actually drove it into the dirt, turning it too much.
Things are getting crazy. Looks like Andrew Porter coming out of the turn number 3. Porter around, and that is going to send him way back in the pack. Resnowicki barely makes it by, and now a new second place hitter.
Porter's still having issues. I don't know if it's frustration or car troubles. I don't know. But now Bear has his eyes set on your lead.
Oh man, now Porter.
Up the hill they come. Mescanel, Moore, Whitson, and Austin, as well as Hamilton, Craddock. And you see the dust flying across the screen. Oh, Porter off track
again
with Chase.
And this time it looks like, yeah, the first time Porter almost lost it.
Yeah.
This time Porter definitely lost it. And you notice Gale Chase, like you mentioned, having the problem. So now Andrew Porter.
Gale Chase was catching up to Porter. I wonder if Porter spun out in front of Chase and Chase had to take evasive action into the dirt.
The shame with that, Porter having such a good run today. Seeing if he could get it going, it looks like he
battle for the lead.
Oh, here we go.
Down the front straight, Bear making a run to the inside of Fancy, side by side into turn 1. Bear takes the lead on 2 to go.
He made up a lot of time there. He actually got held up by the Porter issue coming out of turn 3.
Yep.
And you see all the ground he made up. Resnowicki.
And he's running away with this one. He is running away with this one right now. Holy cow.
Well, he has a lot to prove. Like we talked about the issues earlier in the race with him and the flat tire. They were able to get it changed, not lose a lap, try to work his way back up. I believe he got up to the 6th position before that restart. And look at Resnowicki go for it.
He is going up the hill, jamming gears, and he is making time over Fancy. But Fancy not losing too much time to your lead. He's competitive up there as well. But yeah, Bear, not a surprise to see him powerhouse through the field.
But after the day he had today,
true,
this is an upset.
Oh, big time. You can count him on an upset here tonight or today. You can tell we go to short track.
Now Andrew Porter just now made it into the pits. Looks like he has 2 flat tires that they're going to have to take care of. Just insult to injury.
You know what, that kid, he ran a heck of a race last time out and a heck of a race today, but not able to complete.
You know when he's going for it, that he's going for it. Well, here you see it. Resnowicki coming out of turn number 9. Tommy?
Going down the front straightaway, and he will take the white flag. Fancy is losing time, slowly but surely, but you know what? I think you pointed it out perfectly. If it wasn't for that Chase group that helped him change the tire, chances are he wouldn't even be here.
No, this is why he's here right now. Now, I also want to point out, Bear has been fast all day. Don't mix that up. No. He has been fast all day. He actually got the Branding Group Fast Time Award.
Yes, he did.
I noticed this division has a lot of awards. Have you noticed that?
Well, that's great. The great sponsors in this series really put up a lot of their own product.
They're closing in on the 29 of Dion.
Gary Dion out here in the number 29. Good to see him back. He tried to run one of the races last year, unfortunately not able to complete.
So here we go through the final time, through the S's, so to speak here. And I love
down
it.
the hill, whatever
Willow
you want to
Springs.
call it.
I mean, we don't have a lot of road courses out here in Southern California.
And what a great one this is. One cool thing that I always like to brag about on this road course, unlike many others, look at this. We're standing in one spot and we can see the entire racing facility.
Yeah, we can. Out of turn number 9, it's going to be Bear Resnowicki. Unless something crazy happens. We did.
I don't know.
Last race.
Maybe he'll just push in the clutch and quit it. No, I don't think Bear does that. Across the line, taking the checkered flag, Bear Resnowicki capturing his first win of the 2013 season here on the Toyota Southwest Superlates. Dion smoking. across the line. But
He's gonna make it.
He's gonna make it nonetheless.
Fancy your second place finisher, and you can see. Look how far ahead the top two finished.
Yeah.
In front of third place.
And that'd be Andrew Muscano.
Now Muscano we saw falling back through the pack, obviously able to
battle down the front. Chase and Austin. Who's it gonna be at the line? It's gonna be a photo finish with Chase capturing.
Whitson closed it on that battle as well.
He did.
You see the rest of the field kind of coming through. Hamilton
and Craddock.
Another great race, and again, we wish we could have brought you the whole thing.
But unfortunately, we had some power issues up where we were filming at. So we'll get those bugs fixed and get it on for the next one.
Yes, we will.
Well, we got some awards to present. Andrew Porter getting the Golden West Trailer Shootout Award.
Yes, he was the leader at the time of the caution, the mandatory pit stop that they had there. So great job again to Andrew Porter. He ends up finishing 10th in this race. However, not at all indicative of the run he had.
Absolutely. And as you mentioned, Bear with the Brandon Group Fast Time Award. All on the Brandon Group round number 2 of the Toyota Southwest Superlate Championship season. What a race this was, and the next one is coming up soon, so mark your calendars. Willow Springs, go on to swsracing.com for all the latest and greatest information. There on Facebook as well, SWS Racing. Get all in tune for the next Toyota Southwest Superlates, because as you know, this is no club race. This is real racing out here.